All right, I might have gotten it to work.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I just need to like make a thumb or a title and put my thumbnail in. What should I name it? Looking at the Epstein files? New Epstein files
Oh,
stream.
for your video?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make it a video, just a stream.
Oh, I am not sure. Um, there, there are no Epstein files. New files released.
Are we still talking about Epstein? It says my audio bitrate might be a little funky for people on mobile, but it should work.
What's wrong with your audio bit rate?
It says it's just YouTube's saying it recommends
Too
this
high?
too high or too low. YouTube's telling me it recommends um some widget, but I don't want to download it right now and then restart my stream.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's see if this works. I'm gonna go in the other channel.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just getting the stream set up. It'll be like a minute or two, and we're gonna go over the new Epstein files that got released. So we'll get started in a few minutes here. Welcome to the Pipeline Podcast. Today we're doing it's gonna be a live stream of the Epstein files. I'm just getting things set up here. Give me like 1 second. And it was like shit, sorry. I'm doing vertical streaming and like regular streaming tonight. So I apologize for the delay. That's kind of what's going on. I was getting it set up for the first time. But anyway, it was like I don't even know how many files, maybe 3 million files released. 3.5 million pages were released of these Epstein files a day or two ago. Um, they're in dataset 10 on the DOJ website if you want to look them up yourself. And then there's also dataset 11 and 12. I think those are new as well. But dataset 10 is the one that's like really, really big. I haven't even gotten to the end of the pages. So we'll spend a lot of time looking at this tonight. And then also, all day I've been bookmarking the juicy ones that I've seen posted on x.com. And we're going to take a look at those because there's some good ones that bring in Oh, I mean, right here, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and there's like some Pizzagate stuff we're gonna get into very lightly because this is YouTube. And this picture, I believe, is fake, but it's Mom Donnie's mother is also in the Epstein files, which is so funny. So let me scroll down. We'll start with the Twitter posts because these are all the juicy ones that people have found so far. And then after that, maybe or for sure, we will try to find some other stuff. I don't know how much time we're gonna spend on this though, because there's a lot of files here, and most of them are just like not juicy. But we'll take a look at some of them at least. And then here I'm just scrolling down to when the files first got released because I want to start from the bottom and we'll work our way up. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There will Alex Jones is going crazy about Pizzagate being 100% real. And it's like, see, I don't think these are actually from the Epstein files, but there's some connections. They talk about like pizza a lot, and they're saying pizza is code for like children, and that's in these new Epstein emails that got released. Here, I think this is one of them. So subject red pizza party, and it's from Yadin. I don't know who that is. Um Original message, the from is redacted. It's to Benjamin Mood. And the subject is red U9 Red Pizza Party. It says, "Hi Ben, great game today. Wanted to check and see if you might be available for a pizza party next Saturday after the friendly Darien game we are having. It's been difficult trying to find a time." Sorry, one second. I need to show you this so you can actually see. There you go. It's been difficult trying to find a time the most people are available to participate, but it seemed. And then some other email that says send pizza to Bobby. The subject, may I bring in your slice of pizza to you? And people are saying the pizza is like a child. Oh, here's some more of the Pizzagate Epstein files, Epstein emails. They're saying, you mean radiating a soft glow with TH equal sign, look of bliss and excitement. Yeah, that's the pizza. And so you replaced pizza with like child, and they're doing like a adrenochrome shenanigans. Like you get with like young kids, it helps keep you young. Some people kind of think that way. That's what the conspiracy is here. Is that's what they're talking about? And then it looks like Jeffrey Epstein wrote back, "She looks pregnant." Maybe they're talking about a kid. And there's like an O face. From redacted to redacted. Thanks, redacted. I didn't realize Bush raped him too. Okay. And it looks like that email was sent by someone in the FBI. Oh, and this is like a police statement of I'm guessing Jeffrey Epstein, or maybe like a victim, a Jeffrey Epstein victim. So this is allegedly, I'm guessing like an NYPD police officer sending a statement of a victim to the FBI where the victim is saying he was on like a yacht with Epstein or Epstein's yacht, and they were doing ritualistic sacrifice in which his feet were cut but left no scarring. And he says that he witnessed babies being dismembered and being eaten, and that he was raped by George Bush one, so George Bush Senior. And then they're saying the victim said Michael Moore, the creator of True Pundit, escorted him to the FBI building. Oh, okay. Then there's some kind of FBI investigation against Michael Moore. Yeah, I don't even know what to think too much about this one. They're talking about a Kool-Aid event and the subject line headcount for pizza. Sorry, a Jim Jones Kool-Aid event. That's a little bit different. It sounds like this guy, he's saying, T-Kill, please eat my slice.
What's that supposed to mean? Why would that ever come up? Like, who would ever say that to someone? Like, what is that like?
He's saying you can have.
But it
I'm
just
not
means
coming.
nothing.
I think it's him saying I'm not going to this event. You can, if you fall into the conspiracy, you can have my kid, my slice at the
I'm
event.
saying is that if you took this at face value and they're not talking in code, what would that mean?
You could have his slice of pizza.
Why would anyone ever say, if I'm not there, feel free to eat my pizza?
Right? Yeah, I know it's weird. And apparently the word pizza is in the files that were released like 1,000 times.
Weird. What does CIA and the FBI already like know what pizza to be as?
Yeah, exactly. And this is saying, who's in the Austin office today? We only have one slice of pizza and need to know how thinly to slice it. We're from Jeffrey Epstein to redacted. Where are you? Are you okay? I loved the torture video. Ooh, spicy. See, that's a little bit of a juicy one. All right, I think that this is where it starts. At least all the posts that I've saved. Oh, this one has Chuck Schumer in the files. We could check this one out. I can't really zoom in on it, but still, we'll take a look. Oh shit, sorry. It's from Jess Stanley to Jeffrey Epstein. And Jess Stanley said, I have dinner with Schumer tonight. And that's it. Okay. So some guy told Jeffrey Epstein that he had dinner with Chuck Schumer. That's Chuck Schumer's Epstein file. Okay, so here we go. Here's some image and it's saying hot dog means boy, pizza means girl, cheese little girl, pasta little boy, ice cream male prostitute, walnut person of color, map semen sauce orgy. But who knows if this is true, but if you replace all these words with um what people are saying they actually mean, and the emails might start to make more sense. We already covered these ones. Oh, there Elon Musk is in some of the files. I think I saved them, and we could take a look. And then I'm pretty sure this image is fake. If you look here, it looks like Epstein has two right hands. And then apparently the ages don't add up for these people. But this is supposed to be Mondani, the new New York City mayor, and his mom. Pretty sure this image is fake, but his mom is in the files. We'll take a look at that tonight. Here's another pizza email. Order pizza for Bobby Slayton. So if you replace pizza with girl, it's like order a girl for Bobby Slayton. Could be what they're saying. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again. No one else can understand. Super fun stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, apparently Elizabeth Warren's husband is in the files over a dozen times. I wish they would just tell me exactly what file this one is. Oh, here. I guess this is the file. So this is from a lawsuit that was dropped. And it's someone here, Grax got it. It's a sworn declaration from a lawsuit that alleges Trump threatened to disappear a 12-year-old and he was capable of killing her family. And then, I'm pretty sure so Tiffany Doe a pseudonym. Like the person whoever said this didn't use their real name here, probably for like to protect identity. But also this lawsuit was dropped, so people are trying to like take this as proof that like Donald Trump is a rapist. This technically doesn't count as proof, and that's kind of why you see like a cropped image because it's taken out important information. But maybe we'll look this up. They have the file name here. I'll save this for later. Maybe we'll pull the whole file and take a look at it. Okay, and then yeah, here's some complaints. These ones are going to be spicy. They're about Trump. So Congresswoman, she posts, "Don't look away. The President of the United States was involved in some horrifying, sickening crimes, as were many people in his inner circle and the current administration." So here, let's read this. Redacted reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 when this happened, and the friend allegedly bit Trump, and then Trump hit her in the face, and she laughed about it. And the friend said she was also abused by Epstein. So this complaint is a friend saying that, hey, my friend was abused by Trump and Epstein. And keep in mind, it is just a complaint. Um, Blank reported she has a friend, Blank, who was a personal assistant to Epstein, and that she knew that Bill Clinton and Donald Trump were at the Epstein parties. So again, this is similar to the first one. It's a friend saying that her friend told her like this information. But also we do know like Clinton and Trump like partied with Epstein at one point or another. We know that much. So this one could be, I don't know if they were just making stuff up, but it is true. At age 16, while modeling, Caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. On one occasion, she was sexually assaulted by Epstein. On another occasion, it was two twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, lured her upstairs, lured her and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. Caller stated Orrin raped her best friend, and a third brother, Tal, raped a 14-year-old girl named Redacted. The caller named other individuals involved in big orgy parties, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. This is an online complaint that said she was a victim, and it was at the Trump golf course in Rancho Palos Verdes, California, in 1995. And Ghislaine Maxwell was there, and she worked for Epstein, Robin Leach, and Donald Trump. And there was orgies, and some girls went missing, rumored to have been murdered. And Trump's head of security threatened her and said if she ever talked, he would, or I guess she would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes like the other cunts. Oh, and that's a fun conspiracy theory that people are saying that that Trump's if you believe these Epstein files and Trump is like a super evil person, that he's murdering children and burying him in his golf course. And it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure that's where he buried like his ex-wife when she died, at like one of his golf courses. Another complainant claims to have video of high-profile sex parties dealing with cartels, and they witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl to death. And they're saying they have video of that. Now, if the DOJ should, I don't know how you would release that. You'd have to like heavily redact it, but if you have that video, release it so we can like corroborate these complaints. Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Epstein would bring children, and Trump would auction them off to people. and he would finger them. And the guests were elder men, including Elon Musk. So this is a complaint that's this is a complaint that's saying Elon Musk went to the auction of girls by Donald Trump, and the girls were brought by Epstein. And who else was there? Don Jr., Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, attorney Alan Dershowitz, Bob Shapiro. And then it looks, I believe the complaint is saying she got raped. And Ghislaine Maxwell was also there. This person's saying his ex girlfriend's blank were victims and one got murdered. Oh, this is we actually covered this. This is Stan Ferrier. We covered this on the channel. It's Renee Duke. If you wanna check that out, it's on the channel. We did an episode on it. But it's like the limousine driver. He says that he's a limousine driver, and Donald Trump threatened him because he was like the stepdad of one of Epstein's victims, basically. And it hasn't been proven true. And I wouldn't say it's 100% debunked, but I don't really believe this one to be true. We took a deep dive into it. We spent a whole podcast episode on it. This is someone who says they were like a prisoner by Epstein, Trump, and the British royal family. This person's saying her neighbor used to model for Trump and would go on cruises with people that looked like Epstein. And she reportedly got raped several times. But again, that's like, that's someone's calling in and saying, hey, this happened to my friend. And again, these are complaints, so I don't know which one of these are like true or not. They're just people that called in to the FBI and said, "Hey, I got a tip for you." This one's saying she got pregnant when she was 13. It doesn't say if it was like Donald Trump that got her pregnant, but that he participated. And then her uncle murdered her child, her newborn child, and Trump was there. And I think we've heard about this one as well. That's the one that's like that happened on a yacht in Lake Michigan, I think. This one's saying in 1987, a friend was out drinking and ended up at Trump Plaza. The friend saw Trump and wanted to meet him. An unknown man approached her and offered to introduce her to Trump. The unknown man gave her a drink, and she woke up naked and sore with $300 on the bed. Victim one didn't remember how she got to the room. She remembered seeing a flash of Trump's face. She called the caller and told her. So like this is someone reporting to the FBI that someone else told her this. So the lady that actually allegedly got raped is telling her friend. her friend's the one that's telling the FBI. And fuck, where were we? She called the caller and told her that she had been raped. She did not go to the hospital and have a rape kit performed. And then I'm guessing she also didn't contact the police. Her husband's business had problems with suppliers, and she believed Trump was behind it. She also started dating a lawyer. Wait, what? Her husband's business had problems with suppliers, and she believed Trump was behind it. She also started dating a lawyer who was married, but she was married. That's weird. And then the lawyer and her boyfriend got into a fight. So, and this happened at a bar, and she left the bar with a man no one in the bar recognized, but who seemed familiar with her. And then she was never seen again. A few years ago, remains were discovered that matched the description of her, of what she was wearing when she went missing, but the DNA tests have not confirmed that. So I don't even know what to think about this one. But it's super spicy. I'm glad we got to look at these. Here, it's an email to Jeffrey Epstein. I give you permission to kill him. He is apparently with redacted. He lied to you and he lied to me. So I don't know who the person they're trying to kill is or who sent this, but it was in 2014. So I don't know. Maybe we can like look. I don't know. Was there any suspicious deaths in 2014? 6:30.
Is that Seth Green?
Is he dead? Oh, we gotta search for like famous people. Yeah, let me look for a minute. Okay.
Can you hear me? July
Yeah.
10th, 2016. I don't think you said 2016.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Jul- July 30th, 2014.
No, no, different dates.
Yeah, here we go. Famous people who died in 2014. I don't know any of these people. Yeah, no idea who they're talking about. Oh, I've read this one. This one's actually pretty funny. And it reads as a joke. I don't actually think it's true. I think it's a joke. It's from Sultan bin Saliem to Jeffrey Epstein. And it says Hillary Clinton goes to her doctor for a checkup only to find out she's pregnant. She's furious. Here she is in the middle of dealing with this Libyan mess. Now this has happened to her. She calls home, gets Bill on the phone, and immediately starts screaming, "You bastard! How could you have let this happen? With all that's going on right now, you go and get me pregnant. How could you? I can't believe this. I just found out I'm 5 weeks pregnant and it's your fault. What if you have to say, there's nothing but dead silence on the phone?" She screams again, "Did you hear me?" Finally, she hears Bill's very, very quiet voice in a barely audible whisper. Who's speaking? And so I don't actually think this one is legitimate. I think it's just a
Timeline
joke.
doesn't the timeline doesn't add up. Yeah, I think that's someone just telling a joke
Yeah, I think it's just a joke. And
because Hillary
it's
Clinton's 78 years old right now. So what was that, like 12 years ago you said?
yeah, she's
She
way
would have
too
been
old.
60, she would have been 66, so she would have been far past menopause at that point.
Way too old. And they're not. I doubt they're still having sex. They're both old. But yeah, that one comes off as a joke, and people are all like, "Oh my god, can you believe this?"
The real joke is that he should have called Vince Foster. Oh, got him.
I don't get that. I don't know. I don't even know who that guy is.
Vince Vince Foster is who people think is the real father of Hillary and Bill's daughter.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, okay.
because if you look at Vince Foster, him and Hillary look very like he looks more similar to Chelsea than Chelsea looks to Bill. And Vince and Hillary were worked together and got close. And Vince Foster died from suicide with a gunshot to the back of the head, and the gun like flew off. Like the gun was like on the other side of the park or something.
Oh damn.
So a lot of people a lot of people think that it was uh that like Hillary Clinton was cheating on Bill with Vince because Hillary Clinton knew that Bill Clinton was cheating. And so um I don't know if it's like, oh, he found out that that wasn't his daughter, or they killed him for a different reason that I forget. It might have been because he was subpoenaed for something about like back some land deal that they were, doing fraud with back in Arkansas. But I think I don't remember what. I'd have to look into it. But the conspiracy theory is that that's one of the people that the Clintons killed, and that's also Chelsea Clinton's father. If you just look up like Vincent Foster,
I
Chelsea
might
Clinton.
actually have a source on it here because people were talking about that today.
Oh, really?
There might be a
Oh, I
file
haven't
about it
seen
or
anything
something.
about that at all.
Yeah, I'm not too well read on that.
So,
I got to look
oh,
into it.
here. Let me send you this link. Look at this link.
Oh, this you think this is Ghislaine and they redacted her face?
I don't. Here, I sent you that link.
It kind of looks like her.
Where in your stream?
Oh, yeah, but you're not going to see it now actually. I'm pulling up your link. You don't hear a lot about Chelsea Clinton's father these days. Vince Foster, Hillary Clinton. Oh yeah, she does kind of look like him.
And he died under very mysterious circumstances.
Also, he might have hooked up with Hillary Clinton back in the
Yeah.
day. Oh,
Well,
that's
they
funny.
were like I said, they were they worked together, and I don't know. It was implied that Hillary knew about Bill Clinton's affairs and extramarital whatever, and that Hillary Clinton was able to do that too, and that the real father of Chelsea is him.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
I
They
mean,
do look a lot alike.
he looks more similar than her and Bill, but you never know. That might be just land. I don't know. I'll go back.
Oh,
That
yeah, it
could
might
be.
be. It's at a
Look at those
before a group
cannons.
gang training exercise in Bali. It's probably like a gang bang or something. But it could be her. It kind of looks like her. But if it
Yes, the boots
was,
kind of look like her. Yes, if that's what you're saying, but it's
yeah,
very hard to tell. You can't really tell anything
yeah. Why would they
other than
redact her face if it was
they
her?
probably have short hair.
Yeah, it does look short. That's true. This is something. I'm Esther Cohen Kaiser Epstein, and you're receiving this because you are. Oh, this is like some kind of statement. Oh wait, I guess we have to read it. And you're receiving this because you are a convicted sex offender or
Nice.
an an ordinary citizen who can benefit from having your sexual deviance monitored, explored, and amplified.
Jesus
Yeah, what
Christ.
is this? Either way, my husband Peter, his boyfriend Chad, and my lovely and well trained daughters, redacted and redacted, will help you achieve your sexual goals. Needless to say, we all have daddy issues. Okay, so this is like a lady and her husband trying to pimp out her daughters, or I guess pimp out all four of them, the whole family.
Oh, you mean child actors?
Oh
Families
yeah,
of child actors?
and they're talking about these group gang sessions. That's what this picture is. It's group gang training exercise. It
What does that mean?
looks like she's trying to like sell her family's services to like Epstein. But also her last
Reminds
name
me
is
of those.
Epstein, which
It
is funny.
reminds me of those Israeli art students.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one. Art students. And then here, there's one more thing. Just talking about girls at Jeffrey Epstein's disposal. Young girls, I guess.
Send him a pint of Mormon blood every week. What does that mean?
Exactly what you think it means. Apparently, Epstein paid for, like, gave her money and paid for her daughter's college, is what it looks like. All she had to do was send him a pint of Mormon blood every week. Oh my god. And you get free college. Yeah, this one reads off as just like an email.
Did you see the one with some eugenicist from Harvard talking to Jeffrey Epstein about transgender ideology
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever?
I pretty sure I have that saved. Yeah, yeah. This one says it says, by the way, I haven't sent anything to the feds and won't as long as those money orders keep arriving. Kind of funny. All right, I think this is a source on Donnie's mom. Okay, yeah, so it's from Peggy Siegel or Segal, I'm not exactly sure, to Jeffrey Epstein, and it says just left Ghislaine's townhouse after party for film. Bill Clinton, Jeff Bezos, Jean or Jean Pigozzi, and director Mira Nair were all there. Mira Nair is Mamdani's mom. And then they say the woman liked the film a lot. The actors were good. Hilary Swank and jeer at stupid party in Bloomingdale's cheap sportswear department. Very weird. I don't know. Okay, that's the Zora and Mamdani Epstein file. His mom was at, it was like an after party for the release of her film, I think. And Bill Clinton and Jeff Bezos were there. And this girl named Peggy told Jeffrey Epstein about it. Fun stuff. And then I don't know if this photo is real, but I guess what they're trying to say is that's Jeffrey Epstein and that's Mamdani's mom. But I don't know too much about this photo. I don't know if that's true. This is a menu of drugs. This menu from the files would put Hunter S. Thompson to shame. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they got ketamine, DMT, LSD, Xanax, Coke. Just like a all the drugs you would want. Like all these are like all the pill drugs. I guess coke isn't. But they got prices here as well. Very interesting. And yeah, apparently this is from the files, but I don't actually know because I don't see like a link to the file or anything like that. So this could just be fake news. All right, and apparently this is a 2011 email where Epstein referred to Harvey Levin, the founder of TMZ, as his good friend. This guy. From Mike to Jeffrey. Tried to call you. Harvey Levin is a good friend. I think this one might be Jeffrey Epstein. They haven't reported on this at all, but I might be able to get him to do something on the Duchess and her backpedaling. I'll say for right time. Zuckerman suggested shorter and punchier, no attack on press, plead guilty to solicitation, no tabloid exaggeration. Jeffrey Epstein paid a price, no allegations of minors since '05. Suggests leaking to London press the absurdity of Fergie's statements. I wonder, did Fergie make statements about Jeffrey Epstein? There were law enforcement people in my office when I was on work release that let her in. Mm-mm. Interesting. Jeffrey Epstein had a business relationship with the Rothschild family. So it's a letter to Jeffrey saying that Jeffrey has been collaborating with Ariane de Rothschild on behalf of Edmund de Rothschild Holding, collectively Rothschild Group, regarding risk analysis and the application and use of certain algorithms with respect to the same specified matters. And then it says the purpose of this letter is to set forth the terms upon which you, on behalf of STC, will come to work with the Rothschild Group on specified matters. And it's going over how much they're going to pay him. But it doesn't really say what these specified matters are. That could be juicy. I wish we knew what that was. And this is like some Pizzagate stuff, but we're probably not going to look into this too much yet because I don't know how far you can go into Pizzagate on YouTube. But these ones aren't. I don't believe these are from the Epstein files, so it's not really relevant in anyway. And it looks like we got a file with RFK Jr. Before asking me about Epstein speaking to celebrities at the house, the attorney for Jane Doe 102 asked me about Jean Luc Brunel, Mark Epstein, Daniel Estes, Matt Groening, and Leslie Wexner. And those are two people that, I mean, I'm familiar with those names. I then listed Senator Mitchell, Prince Andrew, Princess Sarah Ferguson, Miss Yugoslavia, Miss Germany, Alan Dershowitz, Princess Diana's secretary with her children, Trump, RFK, Frederick Beckai, and a couple Nobel Prize winners as celebrities I had seen while working for Epstein. And President Clinton. Okay, so they're just name dropping people that they saw that were with Epstein, that they saw with Epstein. Did Prince Andrew torture and murder a sex slave? And we got a picture on that later. So from to no idea, both redacted. One of them is from Brian Miller, and I believe this is the first message here at the bottom. Back in the 90s, Ghislaine recruited a girl for a modeling career or from a modeling career, I'm not sure. Instead of modeling, she was sold as a sex slave and or a slave for sex and torture. Prince Andrew was an accessory to her death and he tortured her and me to force her murder. I need to get passport to identify her. I will need someone to contact the passport office. He called me wanting to give him a secure email address. He is from redacted. The number is redacted. One day, no problem at all to include me on Epstein Maxwell stuff going forward. Oh, this is the FBI. I think this is like the FBI person replying saying, this so redacted here, this person's in charge of it now. All right, this might be Pizzagate stuff from the Epstein files. I actually don't think so. We've seen this one already. Pete, can you also bring the cheese holder things you have so people don't manhandle the cheeses? I only have 3. And they're saying cheese is code for a little girl. Oh, and this has been resurfacing recently. So this footage wasn't released recently, but people are looking back on it and saying, "Oh shit, maybe this girl it wasn't crazy." And so it is in a different language, but we'll still listen to it. And it's this lady saying they ate humans, a 21-year-old model. She was like screaming this. It looks like outside somewhere. And I'm not exactly sure when, but it's like old video. So this happened like years and years ago. And then apparently this same night she disappeared, and no one knows where she was. And so people are saying, "Oh shit, this girl maybe like was telling the truth, and she got like murdered because of it."
¡Comieron humanos!
She's saying they ate humans.
¡Asquerosidad! ¡Comieron humanos! Yo no estaba enterada de nada. Que había, o sea, de los asesinatos sí, pero que habían comido humanos. ¡Humanos! ¡Comieron humanos! ¡Asquerosidad! ¡Comieron humanos!
So yeah, I guess tell me what you think. I don't know too much about this lady. All right, this is someone trying to pass off this photo as from the Epstein dump, but it looks like that's not true. And then again, so I've heard this photo is AI, and it kind of does look like it. And then people are also saying this one's AI, and if this actually was Mamdani, the ages don't add up. And so, and this picture looks faker than the first one.
This is the fakest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it looks pretty fake.
Like, look how well lit they are, but it's dark.
And then this one is very, very fake. They're trying to say that's Mamdani's wife, but this is like photoshopped. And then here, apparently Disney brought children to the island. It looks like it's a snorkeling expedition where they stop at Epstein's island. And I was when I was looking at this, I thought of something, and Disney, what is it? Is it Disney World or Disneyland? The one in Florida, I think it's Disneyland. Like a lot of kids go missing around there because it's like for kids that want to run away, it's like the greatest place to ever run away to. It's like if you go to Disneyland and you're like a child and don't understand things and you think you want to run away, like what better place to run away? And maybe they're not actually running away, maybe they're just getting stolen by Epstein or something. And so it looks like you could pay for like a snorkeling expedition, and one of the stops was Epstein Island. And keep in mind it's Disney Cruise Line, so it's like definitely advertised towards kids. And the activity type is a family adventure. A family adventure to Epstein Island by Disney. That's so funny. Okay, we might actually watch this. So this is it's like a it's like a 5-minute report on Pizzagate, and people are starting to see with these new files coming out, like some similarities, some links between Epstein and Pizzagate, and then allegedly the user is saying, the reporter here got fired after he did this segment on Pizzagate, so let's actually give it a watch. If it's boring, we'll just skip it.
Pizzagate. It became a major story weeks ago when an armed man decided to investigate a D.C. area pizza place for himself. This man right here, he carried a rifle into a pizza parlor and then fired it at the floor. Media is telling you the entire story is a hoax or fake news. But what does that even mean? I spent the last month investigating. So what exactly is Pizzagate? And are there any actual facts to support the story? I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people. But this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Pizzagate actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta. In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that
Yeah, so it was in the Podesta emails. There was a lot of weird references, just like in these new Epstein emails that we're talking about, like hot dogs or pizza or cheese, and they're saying it's slang for like pedo stuff.
John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles. So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James Alfantis, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring. But there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza. and the accusations of pedophilia. Now, this is where things start to get strange when you research this story. Now, to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly...
I don't know if you can read it, but this symbol is apparently like a pedo symbol.
...used symbols by...
And
These
then
are
the logo of the pizza place had the same symbol. That's what he's saying right here.
Was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the Besta logo actually... Interestingly, after Pizza now,
and
they
then
removed the
yeah, after the Pizzagate story broke, they changed the logo.
triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alphantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. Two of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this Comet Ping Pong poster, include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains.
Nice.
Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy love.
Yeah, that's creepy. And it's like why would you ever let a band called Sex Stains perform at your ping pong pizza parlor that's like for kids?
Symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, James Alphantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archived search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them.
Yeah, you can look up the his archived posts. They're online. They're available online.
Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the Podesta brothers, because remember, it was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago.
Oh, spicy.
He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked teenagers in their parents' suburban homes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you can find these pictures online as well. I've seen some.
And to be clear, that just begins to scratch the surface of how strange some of this stuff is. And bear in mind, we can't get into a lot of the real details of it because of the limits on broadcasting this on television.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
But it is some very strange stuff. Now keep in mind, again, there is no proof here that there is a child sex ring being operated out of a DC pizza parlor. Investigators have already proven there's nothing to the story, right? Well, actually, no. And that's what you need to know. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation.
You don't see the actual crime that we're suggested being committed? It's clearly not evidence then.
And that has to be the big question. Not for Podesta or for pizza parlor owners, but for law enforcement. Based on what may be or may not be here, the big question is, why hasn't any investigation taken place?
Good point, Bob.
Check. Let's talk about it
Ben.
on Twitter.
Wow, good job, Ben. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with Pizzagate, that's pretty much it. But he's right. If you start viewing the media, the content that's been released around it, it's very creepy stuff, I guess.
And a lot of James Alefantis's posts are very
like
coded language, similar to all of the emails. It's funny how they're all coded languages and correspondence with other people.
Yep. Allegedly, this is protesters outside Mamdani's house after the file dropped that had his mom in it, that implicated his mom partying with Epstein. It was Ghislaine Maxwell that hosted an after party for one of Mamdani's mom's movies that she made. That's the implication with Mamdani and Epstein. And so these are people that came out to protest Mamdani because of it.
That's right, we know about your mom.
They're saying we know about your mom. We were with you. We voted for you.
Ron, we advocated for you. Ron, we advocated for you. You ain't getting up, get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Ron. Shame, Ron.
Shame!
Yeah, they're saying Zoran lied to them, and that's shameful. But he might not have even known.
Shame!
The first lie was CCRB, Ron.
Shame!
CCRB had the final say, Ron.
Shame!
So yeah, like I imagine these are like liberal people that voted for him, like his voter base, that's mad that his mom was in the files. That's what I imagine, but I don't really know. So apparently Epstein's bank account was named Ball. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but it's like a Jewish kind of Kabbalah term. Let me see. It's written in ancient Semitic language, and it means lord, owner, or master. And people are saying that's a conspiracy on its own. Ball, Baal, in Wachovia Bank.
Yeah, it's a daemon. It's a daemon.
Yeah, is that what it is? A daemon?
It's a daemon.
This guy,
A prince, a daemon.
the god of oh. Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but we might do an episode on it in the future. Okay, so here's some readers adding context saying this photo is fake with Mamdani's mom. And then I guess Alex Jones is, I don't know if he's trying to connect this photo to this file, but I don't really see the connection there. We covered both of those already in the stream. And then this is someone saying there's audio of someone torturing babies, and it sounds like John Podesta. I don't know if that's in one of the files.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah, that is an old one. These are old.
Well, I mean, they've been around for a long time, but it seems like they're also in the files, so those were also taken credibly. Or big enough to be put into a file. Some FBI or CIA agent, whatever, put it into a file.
Right.
But those are all videos that I've seen
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I don't know
all
about
of this.
this Boylan Babies video or audio. I don't know about that one. Apparently Oprah Winfrey is in the files. She went on his jet 11 times.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Here's another email. It says, a hot dog with no bun. Thanks. Oh, it says, hi everybody, please send your lunch orders and I'll pick everything up. The reply is a hot dog with no bun. And so like that's slang. Or like a boy. A boy with no bun could be, some other kind of slang. I don't know. This one is Reed Hoffman Epstein file. Reed was on the island last weekend. Do you think you will be in Carib for Xmas New Year's? So just saying Reed doesn't necessarily mean it for sure is Reed Hoffman. But Elon Musk thinks they're talking about Reed Hoffman visiting the Epstein Island. But he could just be saying that because he's in the Epstein files too. And he's just trying to deflect. Who knows? Oh, this is the one where apparently he was implicated in something with like grooming trans kids. So it's from Robert Trivers to Jeffrey Epstein. It is very simple. I will compare male to female with female to male with greater
Oh, that's it.
with greater molecular control over development. We are increasingly capable of producing novel phenotypes, more feminine men, by blocking testosterone receptors or castration, and at the same time increasing estrogen production. The one blocks male features, the second encourages female features. So yeah, he's just talking about, I mean, literally castration, but I don't, we'll have to read through this. More masculine woman, heavy testosterone dosage, incredible external efforts, heavily bearded men. You would never guess they had a female bone in their body. First kind, male to female, is 4 times more frequent than female to male. The first is attractive. He's a woman with a cock, so that if your fantasy is to suck a man's dick, otherwise you are completely heterosexual. It would be much nicer if the rest of the organism is female, then you get the best of both worlds.
My God.
So many transsexual women are very attractive and easily make money, which in turn they assert promotes their prostitution, since they have to pay hefty fees for injections every week, but they are sexually happy. Once you have reached manhood, even castration does not prevent the sensation of organism. Contrast the poor female to male versions. They are unhappy and lonely. They are men with mum puns, the worst of both worlds. So he's saying if you go from female to male, you'll be unhappy. But the ones that go from male to female are happy. If you like,
Disgusting.
yeah,
It's the best of both worlds,
best of both worlds.
I guess.
If you like smelly masculine men, you want that hard cock that comes with the show. You do not want one
Oh
of
my
the
God.
nature's more complex and variable structures, the pum pum. That is an acquired taste and not with a man. There are hundreds of female trans videos and websites. I have never seen a male one. By the way, we are
Oh my
now
God.
pushing the intervention earlier. So if you notice your 3-year-old son has trans tendencies, so now you intervene with hormones, I would be frightened to do that, but who knows? Yeah, so that's someone said that this is an email to Jeffrey Epstein. So we don't exactly know like what he said about this. I wish we did though, but this is a fucked up email. Beyonce's mentioned over 100 times in the files. Britney Spears is in the files 15 times.
She's probably one of the victims.
Yeah, probably. And then you got more Bill Gates. Bill Gates allegedly gave his wife an STD and asked Epstein for antibiotics. Allegedly. And then what I haven't looked exactly at it yet, but apparently Elon Musk was invited to Epstein Island, and then also we read some complaints earlier saying that he was at some of the parties with Epstein. But Elon Musk is very strongly saying he's not implicated with anything. But who knows? And we could take a look.
Elon Musk is sure in a lot of those files, though.
Yeah, his name gets dropped more than once. And we could kind of take a look at some of our own files. Try to find something spicy. Apparently there's videos, but I haven't seen any videos yet. I've only seen PDFs.
I think they're all PDFs.
Yeah, I don't know where to find the videos, but I'm thinking maybe if I just keep scrolling through them, maybe they're all at the end or something. But yeah, we'll definitely spend some time and just look through this. I'm not doing anything else right now. Oh, great view. Yeah, these are just like photos. A lot of photos. And then this, I'm not even sure how it relates to Epstein in any way. It looks like a salon got broken into. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these are just like messages for Jeffrey Epstein. This is nothing important. This is like a bill, like a phone bill for Jeffrey Epstein. More pictures. Oh, there's a person in this picture. Okay, cool. We got to figure out where these start. Okay. Yeah, we got like pictures of actual people. Let's look at these. So this lady looks young. This could be Ghislaine, I don't know. And this looks like a kid. It's like a birthday party for the kid. Yeah, I don't know. More kids, but they're just like doing normal kid stuff, playing games. What is that, like tug of war? Some kind of party. They got drinks, and I just see adults. Yo, is that RFK Jr.? That almost looks like him. And then who's this guy? No, it's not RFK Jr. Who is that though? There's just like breadsticks on the table. Like put that shit on a plate. This guy is weird looking. Looks like he has a wig on. Some kind of bill or like payment record, I don't know. Okay, this one's fun. It's a letter. The return address is redacted. And it says, "Dear Jeffrey, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I received the necklace you sent me. It was beautiful. Thank you. Christmas was well. My sister and I spent it in Arizona with our dad. I performed on New Year's with the circus in LA. Everything is going well, and I realized that the past year would not have been as great as it was for me had it not been for your help. The adventures to the Virgin Islands, West Palm Beach, Las Vegas, New Mexico, and those are all places that Epstein did stuff. Then he's saying I've got good memories. My sister had fun when you flew her out. Nothing like criminal. It's just like a thank you letter to Jeffrey Epstein from some guy who it appears works for a circus. Oh, here's a bunch of pictures. Oh, these are pictures of Epstein Island. That's the little like crazy temple that is like on this island. I don't know if we've seen these specifically these pictures before, but I also don't think we're gonna see anything spicy in here. It's just gonna be pictures of like the compound. These are like calls that were made. Another bill, a couple more bills. Oh, this could be like we might have to go through a couple pages of just like FedEx bills. AT&T. More AT&T stuff. This might take a minute. More FedEx. Okay, pictures. Yay. Oh, that one's creepy. I want to figure out where they start. 514. Okay. Can't really tell if these people are children. This one is weird. It's like a picture in a classroom. Here, this looks like a school dance or something. This is heavily redacted. Also redacted. So the The girl's date to the dance isn't redacted. I don't know who this guy is, but her face is redacted. Company models. So I'm guessing this is some kind of model. And I'm guessing this is Epstein's plane. And it looks like they're having fun. This must be his apartment in New York. And that's the island. Maybe this is his apartment. Maybe the other one was just Lane's apartment. I think they each had their own. This might be the New Mexico area. And that's all the pictures there. Ooh, it looks like this one was taken down, one of these. Yeah, 87 right here. This one was removed. Damn it, I bet it was spicy. What is it? 87. We might be able to find it. Say they put it on here and someone like saved it. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't it. Yeah, I guess we don't get that one. This is a subpoena to somebody. Oh, here we go. More pictures. It's got some fun artwork. A search warrant. for sex trafficking. I'm guessing of Epstein's New York apartment is what it looks like. Certificate of naturalization for Ghislaine Maxwell. Another search warrant. More pictures. Search warrant for the Virgin Islands residence. More fun artwork. That's a really big door right there. I'm thinking it's like a soundproofed room. Oh, here we go. We got, it looks like children on redacted. You know, I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, we read that letter already. A picture of some lady in Africa thanking Jeffrey Epstein for the trip. More photos. More photos. This one's kind of creepy. Some erotic artwork. No idea what this is. Oh, apparently Jay-Z was also in the files and he left the country. That was something I saw a lot. Saw people talking about that on X.